Hey guys, this is Yoda. So Blizzard recently made a statement in a WoW UI dev Discord, saying that they're being horribly misunderstood and that their things that they're changing are not that bad. So let's see what they had to say. So first, no target date for the changes. It'll be several months advance notice before the time comes. Okay, we already knew that. They want to give add-on devs as much time as possible to test changes, report issues, and provide feedback. Yeah, because they've been really receptive to feedback and bug reports in the past. There's no way that anything could possibly sneak through. Haha. No intent to ban add-ons outright. Okay, I don't think anyone ever thought that was going to happen. What they're going to change is they're going to change the functionality, like what add-ons have access to. They're not going to ban you for using an add-on. They're going to ban the add-on from accessing the information. Aim to minimize impact on accessibility add-ons as much as possible. Functionality that is no longer possible after the changes should be incorporated into the base game. But that's only from accessibility add-ons, right? It's not from like tracking add-ons. Like OmniCD is not going to be added to the base game. They have no, really they backpedal on this, but they've made it so you're unable to see your allies' cooldowns. Be a number of significant updates and additions to the UI, including built-in damage meter, nameplate improvements, and a good portion. Oh god, this actually means it's worse than I thought. I thought they were going to let details in Plater just stay as is. But this means they're trying to rework details and Plater, so I can only imagine the Blizzard version is going to be way less detailed than the current versions that we have of details in Plater. Like right now of Plater, you can basically see whatever the hell you want. You can see the health number, you can see the health percent, you can see what debuffs you have, you can see what buffs you have, you can change the color based on aggro, all that. And many of these things are very crucial to playing the game properly. Like, for instance, you get to the first boss at Workshop. There's two bosses that need to die at the same time, or you die, you wipe to the whatever the enrage is. And they have different base healths. So I really hope they make it so you can see the health number and the health percent, and ideally your debuffs that are on the target too. So, but this is really scary. This line is actually the scariest line I've ever seen, because this basically implies that they're going to rework Plater and details to their version, to what they consider necessary information, which is definitely going to be less than the amount of information that is actually necessary. And then probably with details in Plater won't be able to function. So that's a really scary line to read. Well, hopefully they did say we have some time, so Fellowship will be out by then. That's good news, I guess. Most of this functionality should ship at the same time as the add-on restrictions, if not sooner. Really hoping that it ships sooner so people have time to tell them that their UI fucking sucks and we need the add-on, like the details that add-on give us, that the add-ons give us, and or that they have time to add what they're missing. Really hope for sooner rather than later. Mythic rating has become increasingly reliant on add-ons, but these changes are not being made specifically because of Race the World First guilds. That's just not true. Okay, they're making the changes because of what the Race the World First guilds do, not because of the guilds themselves. They're making them because the add-on developers in those guilds are beating their mechanics by weak auras. So it's not specifically because of the guilds, I guess, except it actually is specifically because of the guilds, because it's because of the add-on, like, people that the guilds employ. Okay, so nice statement there, even though it's a complete lie. Blizzard's intent is to level the playing field for people who don't sell add-ons. I mean, that is okay, I guess, but hopefully they just don't ruin the game for everyone that was using add-ons. There will be substantial changes to combat and encounter design to accompany these changes, so that is kind of interesting, I guess. So I guess they're going to take away the kick tracker, and now the hard part of the encounter is to figure out who can kick next without a kick tracker. I don't know if that's going to be fun. That doesn't sound very fun. The goal is to make class mechanics more approachable and easier to understand without add-ons. That definitely is something that needs to happen. I feel like starting with Dragonflight, when they reworked all the talent trees, every class got like every legendary or tier set from like the past. A lot of those things where you would have like one of those every season or two were just all added to the talent tree, so they have to deal with like freaking 10 of them. So if you like were a one trick of that class, it was very noticeable how much of an edge you had. Now I guess they're gonna make classes easier, and they want WoW to remain challenging, but less about managing the subtleties of class mechanics, so that's what we're talking about. More about communication with players and interacting with encounters. If their idea of interacting with players is asking if your kick is up, then I really pray for the future of this game. Or asking if your wall is up, or whatever it is, like, that is not going to be a fun game. I really hope they backpedal on this and figure out another way, make WoW challenging. But yeah, alright. That is going to be my review of this, or my take, or whatever. So thank you all for watching. Peace out.